All right, folks. Let's hop to it. Let's go on patrol, baby. So, a little bit of gaming before I've got to leave for work. Now, fingers crossed, it's just an 8-hour shift. Only, but that always changes. All right.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to Place Visitors again.
All right, so a little bit of patrolling for trouble. Okay, 35 round magazines. Alright. Engines are on. That's unusual. I don't remember. That's already warmed up, ready to go then, I guess. Happy Invictus. Well, let's do the tour. Let's do the tour. I'm curious. I want to see it. I want to see it. Then we'll hit patrol afterward. I want to see the Idris. I want to go see the Idris.
Shields offline.
They're paying me to go see the Idris. I will do it. I'll do it. Let's go look at the Idris. Tomorrow, the actual event kicks off for Area 18. So, starting tomorrow, have yourself some fun. I will not be able to stream tomorrow unless I do a late night streaming. So, yeah, go on over there, take a look at the ships, poke around, have fun. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the Idris. And I'm going to take my F8 Lightning there. So they have nerfed the turn rate of the ship significantly. So you got to use kind of the same tactics you would in a Buccaneer. So your flight style for the F8 has changed drastically. You do not want to dogfight a medium or light fighter. They will outposition you and outkill you if the person has even the slightest idea of what they're doing. But heaven help them if they're in your crosshairs for longer than 2 seconds. 8 guns. 4 size 3, 4 size 2. I'm rocking Panthers and Badgers. And they've got more of a kick to them this patch. They've got more of a bite. So, there's that. So we'll look at the Idris, then we'll go on patrol. So I've seen a video on the upcoming Idris and all the different variants of it. They've got the civilian merchantman version. They've got a version with a laser cannon. They've got a version with a torpedo launcher. And now they've got the original version with the railgun. Starport is that way. Okay, so Starport is that way. Yeah, that's the outline of the starport. Looks like I gotta take the tram to get there. Okay, so I just cheesed the mission just by dipping. That's funny. So technically I don't really have to. Alright, starport is right over here.
Shields online.
Well, I still want to go see it. That was the easiest 50K I just earned all day, right there.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. All systems offline.
Let's go look at it anyway. Let's go take a look. All right. And we'll just go ahead and tuck her into bed, the F8.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Uh-huh.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
All right, we'll do this one next. I want to go look at the Idris anyway, even though I technically cleared the mission. I still want to take a look at it. I still want to look at it. I still want to look at it.
Welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport, servicing the greater Area 8.
يشغلك
Hello. Uh-huh. Hello there. Uh-huh. What's in this Mickey Mouse Club? Uh-huh. Convention Center is this way. No, it's not. It's this one. Gosh darn it. Oh, look! Another tram. Perfect. Thought I missed it. Oh, gosh. How you doing there? Oh, hello. If you can hear me, jump up and down, please. No? Okay.
Now arriving.
Hello there. Okay, folks, feel free to screenshot this. Starting tomorrow, it's Grey Cat and Aegis. Let's see if that Idris is indeed there for display. I want to look at the Idris.
Begin their life in the Navy. Stop by our friends and family to get a better
Ooh.
understanding of what they have to
Merchandise booth.
do in Navy service.
We'll be buying useless stuff soon enough. See? Well, that's lame.
How's it going?
Let's all go to the lobby. Lame. You can say that these two are
How are you getting by?
inseparable. Okay.
Centuries. Invictus has been a time for friends and family to come together and celebrate the pillars of duty, service, and civic pride.
Thought there was an Idris tour here. Lame. Lame. Don't tease me like that. Boo.
Those taking their first step to their new life in the UEE.
Your help keeps our core clean. Tram
I love it when they give us a mission point for a non-existent Idris. How y'all doing? Howdy. I'm grateful that y'all showed up on time for this nice little impromptu meeting. How's your day going?
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk.
It's gonna rise suddenly.
Oh. The Idris tour is a myth. It's a myth. Boo. Alright, let's go see if that mission's available now. It's under priority. Alright. Track. Alright. That is cool looking armor. I like that.
That while in the Stanton system and on ArcCorp, all UEE common laws are still in effect.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. To the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
It takes all of us working together to keep ArcCorp safe and secure.
Your vehicle has
Be
been
vigilant
delivered to the
and report possible threats every time.
Network Aerospace. All systems online. Landing gear raised.
Looks like I'm heading to Crusader.
Shields offline.
So, as of today, the Idris tour is still a myth. But if you just zoom and boom the convention center, easiest 50K you'll ever make. Oh.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is
Alright, let's do this patrol thingy.
Now that you're here, we can get the party started. Not sure how much combat experience you have. The advice I'd like to give is to try to focus on moving while aiming. It's easy to get too focused on one at the expense of the other. Remember, you're a spaceship, not a glorified turret. You ready?
shields
Weapons free.
Docking
Good luck.
initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear raised. Shields hit. Shields hit. Target destroyed.
All right. That's it for this exercise. You did good, Brooke. Let me guess. You're a fan of Arena Commander. Either way, you're making good progress.
Well, thank you.
There's some real Navy combat pilots who don't pick up the train as quick as you are. We got one more exercise. Grab some rack time, and I'll see you when you're ready for the last lesson.
It's a... Let's see, prioritize. Yes, sir.
Shields offline. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Docking. Shields online. Lock.
All channels! I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me!
Lock. Target destroyed.
I'm heading out.
Destroyed.
Take care.
Ooh, I got a t-shirt. I got a t-shirt. Woohoo!
Shields offline.
Okay. Contracts. Prioritize. Data theft, yeah. Oh. Forgot to do that. Yeah, I could have. Yellow patrol. Okay. I'll be tracking. Tracking.
tight while I scan the sector.
Shields online.
Looks all clear. Scans are clean.
Offline. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Shields online.
That's the client. Do whatever you have to do to keep them safe.
Ogie.
Mayday, mayday! Outlaws are attacking my ship!
Shields hit.
Thank you. I thought we were done for.
Good. I think we're in the clear now. We're clear here.
Shields offline. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Hey, I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm gonna do a deeper scan. Stand by.
Shields online.
Heads up. Got hostiles at your location.
Ogie.
Let's...
Shields hit.
It's an 85X. Poor little guy. There's somebody that says they don't like that ship very much. It's a fun little ship. It's got its uses. Funny enough, it's a surprisingly good dogfighter. All right. Okay, I've got to change how I fly the F8. Can't fly it the same way I used to. This thing used to turn sharp and quick. I've got to use the same tactics I use with my Buccaneer.
Shields hit.
Alright, make sure I'm flying and decoupled. That actually helps even things out. Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
Target destroyed.
Alright, not seeing any more hostiles. Think you're in the way.
Alright.
Don't see anything here.
Let's grab another one. Okay. Up the Polaris. I'll accept it. Let's see how many other players are in on this. See if anybody is in on it.
Offline. Quantum drive is now on.
Any.
There have been a handful of emergency beacons set off in the area. Not sure if it's the Polaris or Frontier fighters are just causing chaos, but need you to head over and check them out.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay.
Obi. Shields online.
That's a good number of Connies.
Obi. Check fire. Obi. Shields hit. Check fire.
Let's keep going.
Obi. Target destroyed. Check fire.
Move on to the next point.
Obi.
Looks like a decoy. Those look like frontier fighters. No Polaris, though. Take them out.
Shields offline. Obi. Shields online.
Move on to the next point.
Shields hit.
Oh, he's got
The
PDs.
UEE patrol intercepted the Polaris. They're currently engaged. Go help them out.
Shields offline. Quantum drive is now on.
Looks like they found it.
Quantum drive is now up.
Ah, appreciate the assist. Hope you like a good fight, because we've got one.
Obi.
I don't think I'll ever understand why you people fight as hard as you do for Drake's Pyro. People like to call the frontier fighters murderers. But is it murder to kill to protect your home? That's all we want to do. Omega let anything stop us. I don't know who she's trying to convince. If she honestly expects us to let them get away with stealing a Polaris, she's crazier than I thought.
Fight's over here, genius.
Shields hit.
Where the hell are you going? Where the hell are you going?
I ain't going nowhere. I'm engaging the target, Bubba.
Shields hit.
Man, those PDCs are no joke.
Fight's over here, genius.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Shields hit.
Where the hell are you going?
Crazy, why don't you come along?
You all deal with the CDF. Meet at the rendezvous.
Obi.
Sick of these frontier fighters hauling ass. Clear these hostiles and keep after them.
Fight's over here, genius.
Shields hit.
it, genius.
Target destroyed.
Where the hell are you going?
Shields hit.
Now, where'd that Polaris go?
Bogey.
I'm scrambling rescue teams to look for survivors from that Navy ship. We snatched a Frontier fighter pilot and put the full burn on him. He didn't want to be tied to killing Navy, so he flipped quick. He gave up the location of a transient jump point that Polaris is going to use to get out of the system. Get over there and set up an ambush.
Shields offline. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Shields online.
Oh, my character's starting to get a bit dehydrated.
Bogey.
Alright, looks like the fight's on.
Which I can respect. But you're throwing your life away. For what? To protect some scum in a system that sooner see you dead as spit on you. You should want us to have this Polaris. We're going to use it to save the Empire.
Amelia talks a good game, but at the end of the day, the Frontier fighters are just glorified murderers. I'm counting on you to shut them down, here and now.
Bogey.
Got a hostile hammerhead.
Bogey. off. Check fire. Stoking.
Alright, got one of their engines.
Shields hit. Stoking. Check fire. Stoking.
Oh.
Shields hit. Shields hit.
Alright, I'm getting dogged by somebody. Who's dogging me?
Shield down.
Okay, who's engaging me? That's not the Polaris engaging me, that's somebody else.
Stoking.
Okay, who's firing on me?
Shields hit.
Oh, that is the Polaris. There he is.
Stoking.
Aren't you a little ankle biter?
Target destroyed.
There.
Stoking. Stoking.
Let's strip those engines off one by one.
Shields hit.
another engine.
Don't think that's the end of us. One Polaris doesn't change what needs doing. Frontier fighters will seize that fire.
The Polaris is down. Hell of a job, y'all.
Alright, let's complete the mission.
Ogie.
Well, we bagged the Polaris. I got paid. Bagged the Polaris, got paid. I would say today we're off to a great start. That's actually a pretty fun mission, not gonna lie. And I got paid $2 million for it. A fun mission, and it pays $2 million. Sign me up. Alright, now we're about to find out how much stuff you lose when you die nowadays. Last patch, you gotta keep all your goodies. Alright. Let's see, what did I get to keep? Okay. Everything that is equipped. Got it. Okay, which means I need to grab some spare mags now. How much did I... Okay. Contracts. History.
Medical concerns got you worried? Forget that stress and just relax. Everyone here at Kelto RX is going to take great care
Dr.
of you.
Bolin, you wanted in recovery? Dr. Bolin, you
Did it not pay me? History. I don't think I got paid for that.
You're still wanted in recovery? Please, if anyone sees Dr.
Whether
Bolin
it's
in a
simple
red
case
striped
of
shirt,
sniffles
red and
or
white hat, and glasses, would you please contact
I
me
don't
at
think
the
they paid me. Huh. Assets. Our corp. Open. Categories. Miscellaneous. Script. Okay, got some script. Uh-huh. Okay. I got some script. That's cool. Alright. Well. I did complete that mission, right? Alright, well. Let's call up the F8 Lightning again. Let's call up the Lightning.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Alright.
System. Your insurance claim has been sent.
That's gonna be a hot minute before that gets here. And if I got a buddy. Alright, that was pretty fun. Okay. Let's go buy some med supplies and some extra magazines.
Just by being here. Already.
Reminder that patients and guests are not
Whew.
allowed in
Put in
staff
20
lounge.
minutes at the gym today. Put on ankle weights and I hit the Stairmaster. Alright. Grab a total of 6 of those.
Thank you for visiting Kelto RX. Feel better?
Alright.
Kelto RX. Feel better? Safe?
Let's grab some ammo.
Or relaxing by Green Circle's Infinite Spa, with shuttles arriving daily. What are you waiting for? Come, visit Orison, the city in the clouds. Ready to reach every day to the highest heights. From breathtaking views, incredible dining, to unmatched shopping.
This commercial has been in this game for years. They need a new commercial. Yep, that's a great cat tool, my guy. He likes his great cat tool.
From the ordinary to the extraordinary, ready to reset your expectations.
Well, darn it. Yeah, let's head upstairs now. I'm looking for that armor shop. I need ammunition.
Or relaxing by Green Circle's Infinite Spa, with shuttles arriving daily. What are you waiting for? Come, visit Orison, the city in the clouds.
Hello there. That is a pretty cool looking outfit. Always look on. Alright, looks like we're breaking out the Pisces.
Welcome.
Breaking out the
Vehicle
Pisces.
retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your
Alright.
vehicle has been delivered to the following phase.
Breaking out the Pisces, guys. And we're gonna go bunker. Alright, let's go hit the bunker. My Pisces.
Enter aerospace. All systems online. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Shields offline. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off.
You got a little too excited there. Okay.
Shields online.
Okay. Okay. All right. Help see where I'm going. That was decisively more entertaining than usual.
Landing gear deployed.
That was actually really entertaining.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
Well, that's about half of them. Oh, I'll just be taking that. Thank you. I will be taking that. How about you what?
You know, I was
What? I don't know. You tell me, Bubba. Hi there! Okay, a couple more.
What's that?
I don't know. Where did he go? My lovely. Where did he go? Where did you go? Oh, so dramatic. So dramatic. And the last two are in the elevator. Hello, elevator people. Okay, I'm done. Alright, I better put these away before I start having too much fun. Ooh, what's this? I'm just looking for loot boxes. I do like custodians, but those are just the bare bones basics. Ooh, these are fully loaded. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. I'll take it. That's a fully loaded one. That's a good one. Okay. Me. Nothing too interesting. Oh, hello. He probably got ammo. Okay, I could use the extra ammo. And I could use a spare one. Okay, could use the extra ammo. Okay, well, that's that. Tractor beam. Okay. I do like the heavy armor sets, so yeah, I'll take a couple sets. I'll take a couple of heavy sets. That's pretty decent rifle. Oh, another fully loaded one. That one's fully loaded, so yeah, I'll be taking that one. Okay. Actually, we'll go and strip them down parts. There we go. Yes, sir. Human, huh? Supposedly. Bit of a stretch. Remember, people, they're just pixels. They don't have any feelings. They're just pixels. That'll do. All right, let's head back to the station. That was fun.
Engines online.
Yep.
Takeoff complete.
Yes, sir.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off.
Okay.
Quantum drive is now off.
Area 18.
Quantum drive is now off.
People saying in the global chat now.
Quantum drive is now off.
Why don't we head to Area 18?
Shields online.
Now it's daytime.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. All systems offline.
Pew pew. Okay, got my goodies. Got some goodies. Oh, there's the freight elevator. Let's see, where did that rifle go? The little Pisces. There we go. Let's get a move on, shall we? Old habits die hard. I'm still a loot goblin. Hey, Jim. So I've done a couple patrol missions. I did the Hunt the Polaris mission. I tried to go tour the Idris mission, but that turned out to be a myth. So, but I was able to fly right over the convention center in my ship and still get paid for quote-unquote visiting the Idris. And now I'm wrapping things up in preparationally for work. So, that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm kind of finishing things up here. Now, if you do want to jump in for a couple minutes, we can team up for one mission. Otherwise, I am wrapping things up. Yeah. Today is supposed to be just an 8-hour shift. Oh. I gotcha. Yep, the work blues. But we need it to pay our bills, don't we? I am finally getting out of my shell and meeting people in real life. And I finished an 18-minute work session at the gym where I tied weights around my ankles and I got on the Stairmaster. Now, reason being I'm doing this is about a month and a half ago, my own mother went to the Climb the Sears Tower event in Seattle, and she said, hey man, well, son, she said, join me next year. And it is definitely a matter of pride. My mother has reached the age of 70 and she walked up those stairs like she owned the place. So I cannot be outdone by that. I've got no more excuse. Take some pride in myself and get back into shape. So that way next year I will be climbing alongside the Sears Tower with her, stairwise anyway, and I'll be laughing and joking with her the whole way. There we go. Alright, all the loot from that bunker. Okay. This is my starter ship. I bypassed the Mustang and the Aurora and went straight for the Pisces. And I don't regret my decision at all. I've had this and my Cutlass since day one. I used to have a Reliant Tana, but I've long since traded that in for store credit for other things. Every once in a while I get a little nostalgic for the Reliant, and I buy one in game and I fly around in it.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your insurance claim has been sent. Your insurance claim has been sent.
So yeah, I had the Tana. The core is pretty nice though. Core is nice. I like having those 20 size 2 missiles with the Tana. It's definitely not a good dogfighter, so kind of dog shit at dogfighting, but in a secondary role and fire support, you can really bring on the punishment to somebody. I've killed a lot of people in my Reliant Tana. It's kind of funny. But, yeah, it's not good for dueling. You'll die. But in a support role, you will actually do a lot of good with it.
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport, servicing the greater Area 18.
Okay.
We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Okay, this is new. Uh-huh. Okay.
It takes all of us working together to keep ArcCorp safe and secure. Be vigilant and report possible threats every time.
I kind of want to walk around ArcCorp for a hot minute. I don't really have any money to buy anything. Tomorrow, Invictus kicks off. That's tomorrow. And unfortunately on that day, I am working overtime at work. So I won't be able to hop in then unless I literally take time out of my sleep schedule. I'll only do it if I literally can't go to bed. Oh! Well, I feel like such a dumbass. Read the sign! I thought the Idris was at the convention center. No, it's at that rooftop. Okay, well, let's go take a look at the Idris. I was actually thinking about going to that specific tower anyway, because I wanted to buy guns for my ships, especially my Hornet. Oh, okay. I feel like such a goober. Because right at the start of the stream, I took the mission to go tour the Idris. I couldn't find the damn thing. Okay, it's not at the showroom floor. It's at the business tower where Center Mass is located. Let's go there. Let's go take a look. Yeah, the I.O. tower. I feel like such a goober. It's called Read Them Damn Signs. Jeez. And in fact, as this rounding the corner, I should be able to see it. Yep, right up there. Right up there. There it is. Right there. It's right there. Oh, with the spiffy looking paint job. That actually looks pretty cool. Okay, it's at the tower, not the convention center. I feel dumb. Well, let's look at that, and that's where we'll wrap up the day. We'll take a walk through the Idris. That's where I'll call it a day. We'll walk through there and take a look. Because I have technically got about a half hour before I absolutely have to shut down my computer and be out the door. I've already staged everything I need for work in my car. It's ready to go. So, yeah. I feel like such an uber goober. Alright, we're going to the tower, baby. Yeah, up there. Just look up. You'll see it. Right there. Let's go take a look at it. I mean, I have already seen the inside of Idris's before during that one mission last December. But I bet they gave it a nice polish and facelift. It probably looks better now.
You alright?
I am A-okay. Okay. Going up. Let's take a look. Sure taking a while. I mean, it is a long way up. In real life, I am absolutely terrified of heights. Like, I'm getting over it. I'm better about it, but... Okay. Oh yeah, that's that missile turret for one of the alternate forms of the Idris. It replaces the turret at the front of the ship on the tip of the nose, right above where the railgun's seated. And then these are the torpedoes for the Idris that swaps out the railgun for the torpedo launcher. And it's supposed to have a whole bunch of them, like over 20. Size 12. Ouch. Ouch. Size 12 torpedoes. For when you absolutely must kill everything. Are the alternate torpedo type? I don't know, they both look pretty nasty to me. Okay. Let's go take a look. Gotcha. Anti-fighter and anti-missile missile. Alright. Alright, here we are in the Idris. Let's see if I can find the stairway down to the flight deck. Turrets access. Alright. Small cargo bay. Must be the like secure cargo bay for like really important stuff. Kind of like what that Ironclad has a feature. Oh, he's in a spiffy military uniform. Alright. Medbay. Alright, cool. For respawning players. Just like in the Carrack. Doctor's office. Alright, we are at the front end of the ship. Escape pods and the primary turret. Well, let's take a look. Oh, not online. Okay. Alright. The prow escape pods. Okay, let's see if I can find the way down to the flight deck. Docking collar. Okay, that is the walkway in the middle of the ship. Lets you take a look at the flight deck. But I am looking for the stairs down to the flight deck. I think they're this way. Oh, captain's quarters. Oh, okay. Side detour. What do you get for being a captain? Captain's office. Captain's bedroom. Captain's toilet and shower. Okay. Pretty spiffy. Okay. Locker room for the crew, looks like. And I'm guessing that this is going to be the crew quarters. Mess hall. Got it. Okay, it's a pretty nice looking mess hall. Alright, this should be the stairs going up and down. Hangar. Going down. Alright, we're on our way to the flight deck. Okay. Operators. Probably the people that overwatch the activity of the flight deck, I'm guessing. Heading down to the flight deck. Let's take a look. That's what I'm talking about. So 3 fighter ships fit in the middle, nice and snug. Alright, so that's to the front end of the ship. This is the rear entrance. And it looks like these are little vehicle bays right here. Probably fit tanks. Nah, too small for tanks. Smaller vehicles. I bet you can fit quite a few of those little Furies in here. Just cram a bunch of Furies in these little alcoves. Have your 3 main fighters here. And a swarm. An entire swarm of Furies. Now, these alcoves are a little bigger than the others. I'm thinking you might be able to fit slightly larger vehicles like Ursa's in here, maybe. Doesn't look quite wide enough. Maybe. Probably a tight squeeze. Bet you could probably make an Ursa fit. Or a whole bunch of Furies. So have your fighter squadron of 3 or 4 fighters and a whole mess load of Furies in here. That'd be a real dick move. It'd be awesome. Okay, so. Oh yeah, the Argo. Let's take a look. So originally, oh, a turret access. So I'm guessing there's one on each side. Okay, nice. Okay, can I open this up? I'm guessing this is the control station. And the hangar control button is shut off because it's a tour. Okay. Warp. I'm guessing this is the door that opens, or either this drops down. I'm thinking that this drops down. Alright. Oh, engineering. Ooh. Pretty. Pretty. I'm guessing this is the power core. Or gravity generator. I think it's the gravity generator. Ooh. Okay. You know, that thing reminds me of the core from Event Horizon, but less creepy looking, much more clean and friendly looking. I think it was like the warp drive from the Event Horizon. That's what that reminds me of. Another turret access. Let's go up. Okay. Looks like a staging area. And so, let's take the stairway back up. And we'll go up on the other side of the ship. If this is the rear ramp, that's the front end of the ship. This is port side. This is starboard side. Let's go up the port side stairwell. Alright, I've seen most of the mid deck. The lower deck with the launch bay. Don't know what that is. This looks like a staging area for pilots and whoever's getting ready to go down, get in their ships, and get to work. All right. We're back at the mid deck of the ship. Let's make our way to the command deck. I think it's this way. We've already seen the captain's quarters. Hey guys, that's the overhang to look over the flight deck. I'm guessing it's in the back here. All right. Uh-huh. Specialized cargo bay. Oh, this is a secondary cargo bay. This is the main cargo hold. Okay. Now we've seen that. Let's find the walkway that'll take us up to the bridge. Elevator. But it only goes down. The only way to get to the... oh, this must be like the brig. Nope. Engine room. You look happy to be here. Let's take a look. Okay. Cool. Engine room. That's where the engine is. All right. Yes, sir. Okay. Escape pods. And a whole other side room. I'm guessing... this is the brig. Yep, this is the brig. It's where you keep your prisoners. People misbehaving and being naughty. Okay, briefing room. Let's take a look at the briefing room. Okay, this looks like a turret access. No, a relay access. Somebody pulled out the fuse. Alright, let's see what's in here. Here's the briefing room. Hello there! Looking spiffy. Yes, sir. That's where we get the mission briefing from. Sure, when you play Squadron 42, you're going to learn the layout of this ship extremely well. Okay. Alright, the turret access for the rear. Alright, here's the other side access. Okay, one side was the brig. Here's some escape pods. So what is this side? We've got the brig on one side. More storage. Okay. Ammunition. Oh, this is the gun range for practicing your pew-pews. This is the target practice range for sharpening your skills. This is a gun range. Nice. And more equipment and gun storage. Nice. Hopefully I'll find that way up to the captain's deck. Oh, look! I just found the way up. Okay. This is just before you walk up and get it to the bridge, but in front of me here and behind me there are two more turrets to access. Let's go up to the bridge. So this is the final stop on my little personal tour of the Idris. Okay, operating chairs. That's the elevator to get up here. I could have just taken the elevator. Didn't even know the elevator came up here. Huh. Here's the bridge. Why, hello there, Teddy. Alright, so this is the holo map. Operator seat. These are the two pilot chairs. Captain chair. All the different stations. I know for a fact that this is a pilot seat and this is a co-pilot seat. I mean, look, it's even labeled. You look at that view, that is not too shabby. Alright, the controls are locked out. So, yeah. There we go. That kind of concludes the Idris tour for me. Tried to start on the bottom and work my way up to the top. Now, one place I did not find yet, and let's see if I can find it. The regular crew quarters. I imagine it'll be on this, once I go down the stairs one more time, because this is the defensive turret. That's the other defensive turret. Let's see if I can find the regular crew quarters. I imagine it can't be too hard to find. Okay, so up the front of the ship is the captain's quarters. We've already seen it. And I think it's to the right here, and I think it's past the mess hall. Just behind it, I think this is the crew quarters access. Yep, bingo. Crew quarters. Perfect. And I'm sure they've got their own designated bathroom, shower, stuff, all that. Little lounge area. I'm guessing this is for officers or higher ranking NCOs. Private quarters for officers, not necessarily the captain. Yep. So like higher NCOs, lower officers. But a ship like this size doesn't require a ginormous crew. Small to moderate crew. Alright, here's the public bathroom for the regular crew. Individualized toilets. Where's the showers? Where are the showers at? Or is it like a Drake, like each one has a built-in shower? I don't know. Alright, people where they sit down and get dressed, personal lockers. That's nice. Alright. Figure I tried to find the crew quarters on my way out, and I did. I think I found everything but the showers for the regular crew members. Honestly, close enough. I'm good. Alright, let's see if I can find my way. Pilot ready room. Oh, this is another stairs that leads down to the flight deck. In that area where I thought it was the pilots, I was correct. Okay, pretty cool. I'm just rambling. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I am going to try to find the exit. Everything is awesome. Yep. So behind the mess hall is the crew quarters. That's right. This is the brig. The other side of the ship, I think, is where the exit is. Alright. Let's cut through the engine room. Get to the other side of the ship. Nope, only one way in and out. Nope, two ways in and out. Okay. Alright. Exit must be... This is the rear of the ship again. Alright. Go figure. This ship is hooked up to port on starboard side. I'm sure there's a maritime joke about that. That's above my head. Okay, again, shooting range. Alright, stairway up to the bridge. And I am trying to find the exit. I am technically now lost. Oh look, the exit. Nope, not the exit. Where is the exit? Docking collar on this side. Okay. Exit is straight this way. Okay. On my way to the exit. That was fun. Alright. Let's go into third person view. Let's do a little bit of camera. There's the front end of the Idris. Yeah, huh. She's a beaut. Look at that. All right. That does it for today for me. I've got to get going. I'll probably cut and clip this and make a separate video out of me getting lost on the Idris. But I think this is really awesome. So thanks for hanging. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until next time, happy gaming.